ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Josh McDonald, and you're watching Sit Down with JaMir.
Welcome to another episode of Sit Downs with JaMir. I'm here with Northwest alum, University of Pittsburgh track runner, Josh McDonald. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Fun fact, me and Josh were teammates our first year of football in Little League.
Yeah.
We were about 7 years old. I think it was like third grade.
Feels like a
long time ago. We have film of that. Stay tuned. We have film of that. I just wanted to introduce Josh to you guys and give a little insight on his life and his career. Can you give us a little brief history on your track career before high school? Like when you really got into it.
So I actually didn't start running track until I was a junior in high school, which is funny. I was usually just really into football. I love football a lot, but so I kind of started running track to kind of just get in shape for football. Work on my speed, like being a receiver. I just kind of used it for kind of conditioning purposes, and then I ended up being pretty decent. So kind of just stuck with it after a while.
So who was really in your corner throughout your growing up, your playing career, and just life in general?
I would have to say my family for the most part, or my coaches, like your dad being one. Just kind of sticking with me and making sure I'm on top of my stuff, because most importantly, the first thing that came first would be my academics. So my mom staying on me. I remember one year at playing Little League, I had to quit because I had failed my spelling test. So she made me go in front of everybody at Seneca Sports and say, I can't play anymore because I failed a dumb little spelling quiz. So kind of from there, I kind of learned the importance of academics and stuff like that to be able to play sports. So I thought that was important.
Shout out to Miss Penny. So you say you use track as a sort of a tool for football to keep you in shape during the off season. Was football originally in your plans to be your college sport?
For sure. I love football so much. I definitely wanted to play football in college, but things it didn't work out. But I'm definitely happy what I'm doing now, running track. At a great school, love my teammates and stuff like that. So I think everything worked out for the best.
When did it really click that, okay, I can do track in college instead, and that I'm really good at it? When did that really hit for you?
It kind of hit maybe later on in high school. Really with my coach at Northwest, Coach Youngblood. He really preached to me all the time. Josh. At the beginning of the season, I didn't really believe it. He was like, you can win states in the 5, and I would kind of just brush him off, and be like, yeah, I could, yeah, whatever. So then kind of as the season progressed and stuff, my teammate Dari, who actually runs at Maryland, at counties I lost to Dari. I came in third, he came in second, somebody else came in first. Then at regionals I came in third again, and then at states I had a pretty good race. I actually won it, the last 100 meters I came finished strong, and I ended up winning states in that. So after that I kind of was like, wow, man, Coach Youngblood, he really knew something. He believed in me. So I kind of, from there, I felt as though, maybe I could, maybe do something in track. So from that moment on, I kind of realized.
So you said your coach Youngblood was pushing you. He believed in you. How did it feel for it all to come to fruition and you win the state championship as a track runner, as an individual? How did that feel, that moment?
It felt great. After it happened, I really couldn't believe it, to be honest. Kind of the track meet progressed, and then after a while, I realized, wow, I really just won a state title in an event. So it was crazy. It was definitely odd, as the fact that Youngblood just kept saying you're gonna win it, you're gonna win it, and for it to actually come true, it was crazy.
So that's a big plus to have a coach like that believing in you.
Yeah, for sure.
So after high school, your senior year, was there a recruiting process that led you to Pitt? How did you end up at Pitt Panther?
So kind of just, well, at first I wasn't really sure about like if offers would come through and stuff for track. So I kind of, I was going through like the regular student admissions process.
Right.
So Pitt was actually one of my top choices. So then once I was admitted to the school, I kind of reached out to our coach, Coach Webb, and I kind of talked to him, and then I was able to join the team and stuff like that. So.
How's the experience at Pitt? Big Division I school. What's the experience up there?
It's fun. It's a great sports town. You have the Steelers up there. The Penguins just won their title.
Cup.
Yeah, the Stanley Cup. So it's a great sports town. Really cold, but I mean after a while you get used to it. Get your jacket. You get used to it. But I really like it up there. Great academics. Very challenging. So.
Okay. What's been your best moment or your favorite moment so far in your track career at Pittsburgh?
At Pitt. Probably this past season. Just when I first got there, it was kind of it was an adjustment because like the training is different from high school, or like it's really more of a commitment than it is in high school because in college we have like morning lifts, we have practice in the afternoon, so kind of everything is based around.
You're really living it.
Yeah, exactly. So so I kind of struggled in the beginning, but I'd say my favorite moment would be this past year. I PR'd in a couple of my events, so that was a good thing for me. So.
Okay. So this is your senior year coming up. Do you have any expectations or goals for yourself or as a team?
As a team, I mean, our relay did pretty well last year. We ended up going to nationals for that. So kind of a goal for me is kind of to just be able to contribute and be able to help us get back to that point. Individual goals, I want to place in the ACC final in the 400. It's something big I want to do. So I would definitely say those are my two goals.
Okay. So at Pitt, what's your living situation? Are you on campus or are you off campus? I know they usually separate athletes. So what's that situation like?
The first year you're in like Sutherland, so that's the dorm with all the freshmen, which is separated like in the east and west, that type deal. Then my sophomore year, I lived in Bouquet with 3 of my other teammates, which was a nice experience. And this past year, we had like our first off-campus apartment, so it was a little different. You have to pay rent, utilities, that type of stuff. So kind of get a look into like the grown-up world, I guess you could say. And then this coming up year, we have like a little townhouse, has like a backyard and stuff, so that should be nice.
Tell us a little bit about the difference between college training versus high school training.
So kind of just a little bit of the difference is, I would say the reps. In high school you might do like 4 200s or something like that. But in college it's more like we do ladders oftentimes. So like we'll go 300, 400, 500, 400, 300 back down. So it's just the difference in the training and the distance that you're running, I would say, and also just the importance of like warming up and cooling down process. Like I know in high school a lot of the times our warm up would be to run to the light down there and then come back and then stretch. But like in college a lot of the times what we do is we'll do like a mile warm up, and then we have like drills that we have to do, like A skip, B skip, that type of stuff. So it's just more, I guess you could say more important, the stretching and the warm up that you're doing.
So you said in college, you're doing the 400. In high school, you spoke off camera that you did anything and everything in high school.
Right.
So college, is it more catered towards your specific event?
Right. I would definitely say so. In high school, you're kind of just more trying to contribute to the overall team success, where in college, everybody was good in their high school, so you'll have multiple people who can do a bunch of different things.
Right.
So like in high school I ran like the 4x1 and the 4x8, so like that's a wide range of events. But in college I just mostly focus on the 400, so mostly everybody just sticks to like 1 or 2 events.
Going back to the high school state championship, it happens at PJ Sportsplex, so it's an indoor facility. What was the environment there? What was your mindset going into it? Did you see your parents? Did you check your parents out in the stands first? Did you have to take a deep breath? Were you really nervous? Like,
Right.
how did you feel that whole leading up to it, and then after you crossed the tape?
Right. So usually whenever I'm in any sporting event, I can always hear my mom. She has a pretty loud voice, so I always hear. And like for football, she would bring a cowbell and ring. So she actually did the same thing for track. So I always heard that little bell. But I kind of really didn't take it all in until maybe on the way back home, on like the bus ride back home, because after that I had the 300, which I came in third in. So I had to run that after. Then we had like the relay after that. So it was kind of a lot going on, and then so it was a lot going on throughout the day after the 500. So I kind of really didn't take it all in until after, maybe when I was home, and I was like, wow, that really happened. But
all right, that wraps up another episode of Sit Downs with JaMir. Thank you guys for checking it out. I want to thank my man Josh McDonald, rising senior. He'll be graduating this spring, so check him out if you see Pitt track on ESPN one day. Thank y'all very much again.
Thanks. I'm Josh McDonald. I run the 400 at Pitt, and this is the Sit Downs with JaMir.